Good morning. Good morning, galactic citizens. Good morning, grateful galactic citizens. Da 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 da. We're awake. We made it. We're alive. How grateful are you guys to be alive today? There may be grace in all of that. Lovely to see you all. Good morning, Sarah. Holding the galactic grid for us this morning. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, Jax. Boo, hi, y'all. Here we go for another buoy fabulous day. I was dreaming about Halloween yesterday. I took a nap. Those are the dangerous dreams when I take a nap. And I dreamt that somebody had come and stapled felt giant, like would fit across a big window, living room window, a bat. And I'm like, I'm old. So what are you trying to say something? Trying to tell me I'm old? Well, can't hurt me with that one. And then there was pumpkins, and they were like just stapled into everything, on the walkway up to the porch. And then I looked out in the backyard, and there were guys dressed like zombies stealing our uh a roll of cable for hooking up the telephones and whatnot. And I thought, well, somebody playing with my telephonics, with my communications. So just don't do it, boys. Don't be stealing from me. I'll get you. I'll find you. Creator knows where you are at all times, even when you steal stuff. I love it. Thank you for being here, everybody. We've passed Halloween. Yeah, it's coming. I know, so weird. Why would I do that? Or why would I have people doing that? But it's okay. Maybe something's happening in October. Looking forward to when things get to the spooky time. What's really going on? Never know. Good morning, Miss Diana, in her wonderland of her herbs and beautiful messages and all the good things that she does. And of course, the bees are back, which is fantastic. I love it. We haven't had as many bees out here. We usually have a lot of bees. So I've been watering well and singing to the bees. And we've had so many experiences with the bees. Like when the rosemary was flowering, we had some come into the house, and they were spiraling down from the light above the little island that I have in the kitchen. And my daughter she's just such a little animal, like a beehead. She talks to them, she saves them. They come to her, they come back to her. I swear she should just be a beekeeper. And she'll just talk to them and say, "Oh, are you thirsty?" And she'll get them some water and do all this cool stuff. Anyway, we're hoping for more bees and when the flowers all come up, and we're keeping things watered for them. Oh, that's right. Morgan Freeman turned his ranch into a bee farm. Huh. Oh, that's so funny. Good morning, Miss Annie Bear. She's getting that tooth crown this morning. Yes, you're so brave. Anyone that goes to the dentist, hats off to you. I've yet to go, but she's going to get a crown. Girl, we all need a crown. Put the crown on your head and go in glory, darling. You're going to have a nice dealt with tooth by the time you're done. Hopefully it all goes well. I love that. Get her done. Oh, a curtsy. Well, thank you. And to you too. Oh, more new comments. I'm loving them. Anybody else new sneak in while I was yammering on, buzzing and humming about bees? Oh, yeah. Here we are caught up. Oh, oh, that's right. Amber has a volunteer pumpkin since we've got pumpkins on the brain, pumpkins and bats already. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Morgan Freeman did that. There's a lot of folks that once they retire or and during periods of uh opening my cup on my and it's a Halloween cup with ravens on it. But when they get all pensive and they're thinking about what they want to do in life and what will create meaning and something that'll do something wonderful for the earth, at the same time they're doing something great for themselves. Because Diana probably knows this, but when I'm sitting in the sage or sitting right by it or by the rosemary or something, you feel that buzz. And they have these really cool new, like, they're shaped like the conical shape. What is that shape? Hexagon, I don't know. Anyway, I think there's 6 sides to them, and they're a bee bed where they put the hive down in below, and then you can just lay there in that space with the hum of the bees for your primal bee buzzing and humming healing. And what's so great about that is it's warm. They buzz, they fly around you. They don't they're not in it for you. They're in it for that pollen that's in those tiny little flowers on the rosemary, or the bumbles are coming to the sage that have bolted, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'll have to post a picture of that. um, or a little resilience ridge, post it. That would be great. It is Thursday, May 28th, an auspicious day to begin um, again with a moment of gratitude. I just woke up this morning. Hey, finally, with all my fussing and everything, I was getting grateful again. So, if anybody has anything that they're feeling particularly grateful for this morning, maybe in a calm sort of way or a reverent way. This morning, I would like to say that I am grateful to be here right now in this place where I live. Time space coordinates Earth, May 28th, 7:08 p.m. Pacific time, here at my personal, not always private location, here on Resilience Ridge. Um, Everyone I know and love right now are safe, well fed. They've got clothes on. They might not like everything I have in the pantry or that they have in their little pantries, but we all have our basics covered, and we can look forward to have a beautiful, cool day, possibly some more rain today. And that just feels very cozy, cocoony, and very nice. So we're grateful for this moment with our beautiful little 2048C angel tuner. Creator, I'm grateful for all that is today. I'm grateful for everyone here in this space and those who swing by, come for just meditation or to chat a moment. Blessings and love to everyone. If you don't have much gratitude right now, I hope something beautiful sinks into you that you feel good about. Your flowers. Maybe your neighbor's going to bring you something yummy. You get some cookies, eat something good, get your teeth done, play with your bees, do what the doctor ordered, care for your children, smile deep in your heart with a lot of love. Fill up your heart space. Oh, amen. All that is. God is above, so as below. as is above. Did I say it backwards? Yes. A little premeditation, meditation, a little bit of gratitude for everyone this morning. Oh, so you could hear it? I hope you could hear it. Um, this is a really loud one. So it just goes straight into the microphone here on the Mac because I'm not using a microphone, I'm just using the computer. The history of one of the things uh, um, Jack says she liked as a kid was The Wonderful World of Disney, and they did a show on bees and how everything in the hive worked. Amazing. And another one on Captain Cook. Super cool stuff. Captain Cook. I don't think I know that one. Captain Cook. Ooh, Jack says she is grateful for hot showers and music. Oh man, those are some of the best things ever. Hmm. Cats. Oh my gosh, I watch so many videos on cats, rescuing cats. That's hilarious. They hate their bath. Good morning, Kelly Bach. So lovely to see you. We're sending you love too. Definitely sending you love. We got everybody. I think everybody in here is on the list. If anybody else has anyone to add to the list or a specific thing you'd like to focus on, please let me know and I'll add you to what we have going on. Oh, I do have to add one person. Okie doke. We're going to add another person. And, or anything you'd like to add attention to for prayers. Well, I hope you're doing all right, Kelly. And even if you're not, we're sending you love, squeezes, and hope that there's some ease and grace in the flow of your day, and that you get some good hugs. Amber says, I had an interesting visitor to my citrus blooms, a tarantula hawk. I stayed for several days on the flowers. Oh, interesting. What does a tarantula hawk look like? Um, Amber says that she loves her physical therapy. It's been a lot in a lot of pain so far. She's been in a lot of pain so far with the physical therapy. Well, physical therapy is no joke. They get right in there and they say, "Nope, you're gonna move it. Nothing's broken. This shouldn't hurt that bad." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, torturing me." Oh, Jack says here that Captain Cook completed the first recorded circumnavigation of the main islands of New Zealand and led the first recorded visit by Europeans to the east coast of Australia and the Hawaiian Islands. Well, I'm not so sure that all went as well as we would have liked. But it is interesting and important to know our history, even if we don't like all of what happened. Uh-oh, Jack says, you know what's a pain? Um, oh yeah, physical therapy in Florida when the AC is broken. That's the worst PT session ever. I can't imagine. I've worked with a lot of senior citizens and people that are with different disabilities and stuff. And one of the things that they have here in California and everybody that has uses a CPAP machine, any medical devices at all, or has inflammation or is working with any deep immuno I'm doing so good this morning. You see the sleepy eyes? They're waking up. Any inflammation or autoimmune disease or anything like that, or just plain old hate the heat. or the extreme cold, you can apply to your electrical companies for a waiver from your doctor so you can get a little bit of help with your PG&E bill. So I have all of those things. So it's really good. It makes a big difference in your bill. Makes a big difference in your bill. It's really great. A slippery detox. A lot of mental health meds because easier than heat exhaustion. Well, whatever we have to do, there's some brave folks out there that are talking about their mental health journeys. Because, listen, we are not in an easy time, right? That's why we're here trying to fluff each other up, you know, and uh and keep things going and meeting here even when we would probably rather be sleeping, to give ourselves just a little bit of a boost, a little extra community, and reaching out there into the interwebs for like-minded folks and a sense of calm and peace in your heart. Um, Amber says it looks like a 5-inch hornet with colorful wings. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look it up. Pulls a tarantula into a hole to lay its eggs and feed on. Oh, how romantic. Hello, darling, you're beautiful. Let me drag you into a little hole in the ground. Ew. It's so creepy what Mother Nature does. So predatory. Ew. I like it when the actual tarantulas come out here where I live. I have I know, right? Terrifying, darling. No, 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 no. We have a joke around here is how many critters cross the road out here? Um, the tarantulas are out, they're crossing the dirt road. We got the snakes that go crawling around over the dirt road. We have we can see the evidence of the deer and the coyotes, and sometimes we've got people out there riding their horses, or we have bears. Of course, they love the garbage cans. And everybody's backyard garbage bins before they take it down. And then we have the lizards, the ants, the trails of ants, big wide trails of ants, gazillions of them. So Mother Nature's always on the move around here. We have road runners are on the road, so it's like, oh, what's on the road today? um Ground squirrels, you name it. I stop for snakes. I don't know about you guys, but I do not run over the snakes. I just sit and wait. There you go, buddy. Do your thing. Do your thing. That's right, Teresa. Good morning to the fabulous Teresa Ford. She makes an excellent point here. What is our garbage is their treat. The bear's delicacy is the dumpster. No joke. One time I drove up the road, and there's just a particular curve where, they park the dumpsters for everybody shares them. Um, so we can keep the costs low for everybody. And I had to stop like, 50 feet and just go, oh my God, look at that. Look at this beautiful bear, big old haunches, just shiny, shiny fur. Heard us driving up the road and tried to scramble out of the dumpster. That was hilarious. I'm like, no, buddy, don't worry. Don't hurt yourself. You already broke the lid. We're good. Just get your little treat, buddy. Then we had to actually order a metal lid for our dumpster. And finally, I think they understood that we weren't joking. I'll send you a picture. Let's see. Compost starters. Oh, Jack says the honey badger doesn't really care if they're beasts. Honey badgers are a thing, man. They're crazy. They are just wow. You can look all that stuff up online. It was when people first discovered what the honey badger was. Well, it was like any other badger on steroids. Let's see. Jax is asking if anybody picked up lizards as a kid and have them bite your ears. Ew. And have them bite your ears to wear as earrings to scare your siblings. Oh, now that's really, that's so tomboyish and so delightful to scare your siblings. Siblings, that's what they're good for, scaring you. If you play a prank, they'll play it harder, short sheet in your bed, putting dirt in your bed. It's just amazing. I had a brother that did that stuff. We all learned early that if we did anything to him at all, we were going to get it doubled down. So we quit. Let's see. Oh, Jax is saying it's getting super hot, super early there. They're hitting 100 every day now. Afternoon showers are nighttime showers now. Oh my gosh. Well, things are doing a little bit of changing, and we're quite surprised to have fairly dark skies today. But I love it. I took a nap yesterday that was glorious. Had the windows open, windows open, the front door open, and we have a security, door on the porch, so I just left it all open. Not that we have a lot of traffic here, but critters, whatnot, we go ahead and lock things up. Randall talking about honey badgers. Well, I don't remember who Randall is, but I'm sure I could find out. Oh, Jax used to play football until the games began. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to check it out. The honey badger. Anybody doing anything fun for over the weekend? I know it's not a big holiday, but it's always nice when everybody's off work and doing things around the house. And oh, Randall had colorful language as and is humorous as all get out, apparently. Oh, that's why Jack says that she has problems with her ankles. It's because of playing football. I'm telling you, we got to heal those things up. Teri often talked about having an incident where she had an injury and how, she personalized that and said, ugh, ugh, oi, my ankle, my, you know, uh, and so saying, you know what, I did get injured and it's healing now. And so my ankles are healing. Get into some of that quantum healing and using our gratitude language. I love my new life where I feel great, where I don't have any pain in my body. I have been miraculously healed. And keep working that in your mind. Um, I was in pretty bad shape about a year and a half ago and got to a new low. So I wasn't able to walk very well. I have some things from a couple of car accidents and stuff, and we just carry on. We keep thinking we're going to get it together, and finally had to really do some chit-chatting with myself and say, you know what? We're too young for this. We're going to get up. We're going to get out. We're going to do some things. And it's better, the original injuries that I had are not fully healed, but it's a lot better. And lost a little bit of weight that I had on me, not eating the same. Plus, being out here doing the meditation, I'm so grateful for that because, we're all looking for ways to cope with life and gather our wits about us and keep things going. And it's been wonderful, everybody's energy, and just happy to see everybody. You? Amber said that she had an 8-inch blue indigo steak snake on my old property. They eat rattlesnakes and was so grateful for that neighbor. Oh yeah, definitely. You want to hear a snake story? I got a good one. Once upon a time in a land far away, I lived up the road about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And just the elevation from here to in that little town was enough to change, how the animals are up there just a little bit. Well, I had little kids, and we had a little fence around the yard with a couple of gates, which was great. And when they were little, they didn't think to escape. But there was three different kinds of grapes growing on that. So we had three different kind of grapevines growing, and we had snakes regularly. And this is all right up against old wildland. Absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of uh, evidence of indigenous forebears, hundreds of grinding holes, outdoor kitchens everywhere, and evidence. A friend of mine was an anthropologist, archaeologist, and he came out and he looked at the area behind our house and could see evidence where people had, lived, where possibly there were folks buried, because it's not a very well-known area. Folks try to keep things quiet, right? So there's a river that runs through it, and they called it Turtle Creek because there used to be a lot of turtles there. So lots of wild animals. You could hear the mountain lions or bobcats, whatnot. If you heard them crying in the night, usually it was very quiet at night, just a few cars driving up the highway. And I would sleep outside on the porch with my kids. We had a couple of twin mattresses on a screened porch, and we just sleep outside with the dog. We didn't even have to sleep inside the house. It was just idyllic, really, for raising wild children. And children are just wild when they're little. If you're in a house where the walls are all white, um, somebody's going to scribble on them. Snake story. Back to the snake story. And so I had been going to sweat and made a year commitment to sweat with some local friends, and they were running sweat for a lot of reasons, and a lot of recovery was going on. And so one day I came home, and we had our dog tied to the tree because something was going on, and we just wanted to keep her close to home. And I came home, and there was a big rattlesnake. I swear it was at least 5 feet, big, fat one, fat boy. And he was coiled up and was like getting ready to strike at my little dog Sugar. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? So I went and got the hose, and then it stretched out and looked like it was going to go up on the porch and then go into my little cabin. Because, yes, I raised my children out in the woods, in the wilderness, in a cabin that was originally a chicken coop with a pot-belly wood stove, the whole country living scenario, guys. Like when it was cold, it was because Mama didn't make a fire, but it was fantastic. Um, so the next day, well, okay, the snake, back to the snake. it went back down and went underneath the house. So we always had to watch out because we knew that there was a rattlesnake under the house. Well, I just said, well, we're going to be friends now, darling. So let's just carry on and rattle on, baby. So I called up my our sweat leader and I said, I swear, just what was I thinking? I called him up and said, hey, um, do you have anything to offer to me? Because I worry about the snakes with the kids. I explained what happened, and he said, if you pray, put out your tobacco and you pray and ask for creator to help you with this, you'll probably see something happen. Don't kill the snake because other snakes will come and look for their brother. So don't kill it. Just sit back and wait and watch nature take care of business. And I was like, oh, thank you very much. That makes whole sense, since I wasn't an expert of being out on the land. And so I heard something the next morning and I went out and I could see the tail, the black and the yellowish green on a king snake. And I was like, oh, so cool. The king snake, which you just don't normally see the snakes out. They're doing their thing. They're staying away from us. Like, oh, she has kids. I'm staying away from them. And that king snake went right under the porch, followed the trail exactly where the rattlesnake had gone. And we didn't have any problems with rattlesnakes after that. I was always very grateful that he entertained this girl's totally uh, non-native appearance or lifestyle looking gal. And I was really grateful for that lesson, that snake medicine lesson. It was great. That's my snake story. Ooh, Jack said there she worked at a restaurant and the freezer was out by a retention pond. She had to grab some dressing, but she went out. There was a massive water moccasin in front of it. Nope, she said, I am not doing that. Cook I had to come out and apparently dispatch with that situation. Now we have had to do that though. My brother was fixing a car right out in front of the gate, and he's laying on the ground, looking up at the car, up underneath, and all of a sudden he hears, and he's like, "Oh my God, oh no, there's a rattlesnake like right here. I'm gonna die," So he moved slowly and just said, "Okay, Rattler, I'm leaving. I'm not staying. I'm not trying to hurt you. Just let's be friends. Since we're neighbors, let's be friends." And I guess he managed to get himself out of the way without disturbing the snake because the snake was up under the grape vine and there it was, a huge snake, probably that same snake. I don't know if it was before or after. I don't know which order in time all of this took place, but I do believe that that snake actually was became a hat band. I think they might have actually um, been able to have some snake for lunch. Tastes like chicken, apparently. Yeah, lots of stories about living in the woods, you guys. And I was always grateful for it. I think it's one of the best things that we ever did was move up, find a way to move out of the city. And not everybody has that chance. Teresa, nice to see you here. Teresa likes to cook, and she makes very interesting things you might not necessarily uh, think of, but she has like an international spice and flair, um, vegan leaning style, small batch, which is great. She says she has odd taste. Well, if we're odd people, we have odd taste. I don't know that it's odd. I think that it's one of the ways to try to pull ourselves out of the fast food, which is, we sneak it in sometimes, but and trying to eat better and take care of yourself is understanding spices and food combinations and being willing to try new things. And that keeps us resilient in the kitchen. Kitchen resilience. And also can keep you into your veggies and eating things that taste really good. We're very fortunate that we can do that. I have spent some time, looking at spices, people that have had to cook with tofu or even with um, chicken or anything to spice it up in ways, and how to get some of those East Indian spices, the curry, the cumin, the um, mixed in with some cinnamon and some chilies and some turmeric and all those things in that are the turmeric has the curcumin in it also, I think. And these are antiviral, they're anti C word. They help with inflammation and all kinds of really cool things. Country living, the lack of conveniences, it keeps you moving. It's really true. Teresa says she agrees. One of the best things about living in the USA is learning about all the interesting recipes from our melting pot society. And then when you're cooking and you're learning about energy and learning about how to work with the energies of sound, music, for energies from our chakras, energies of the waters, energies of our rocks, you know. Um, I was looking around and messing around with my crystals today, and I found this beautiful, I don't know if you could see it, it's kind of hiding right next to the candle flickering over there. That's a fluorite standing there. So pretty. I just love that thing. Has nothing to do with spices, but it lights up my life. Yeah, I was into the rocks and the frequencies today. We had a training this weekend on something um, called aqua lead. We'll probably mention it. A few of us folks were in there, and we're learning how to really work with the energy of the waters and pray with that. Use it in conjunction with your Reiki and whatever healing arts that you do. And you can actually do this when you're cooking. The energy, bring that water, bless the water, bless the water in my hibiscus and lemon balm tea with a little lemon in it. Hold on to your mugs and put a blessing into that. There's little symbols that you can use, like in Reiki, you have your symbols and visualize them, or actually use your hand to, do the symbols and bless everybody with this energy and and our bodies waters, the waters that we're drinking. May we always have water. May we never thirst. May we never hunger. And bring about the good feelings and the positive regenerative essence of water. And oh, you're welcome. I gave you an aqua lead blessing. I'll show you the symbol. If you want to know more about it, you can always check out Woo Woo Wonderment. Um, I'm sure she has that on there. Spirit Rise. But this is the symbol, and you do it in specific order. Now that might look like silly, and it's called Aleb. And you have to learn all of the ways actually. When you're learning things like music has lots of rules, right? And then you learn how to use your tools so you can break the rules and make your own music, write your own music, you know. Uh there's so many ways to use these symbols and these healing gifts that we've been given. But it's I love it. It's shaped like a teardrop. And it's so fascinating. Well, I hope you felt that blessing because it makes me feel blessed to learn these things. And it really helps us with our energy, with our energy body. It's so cool. It's almost time to meditate. Anybody need anybody else put on the prayer list? Oh, I got to make sure I write down one for sure. That's right, young lady. I love it. You guys, you're such a good moderator. I'm a terrible moderator. I'm just like, I'm reading through, all of a sudden I might notice some kind of bot thing going on, and then everybody is 20 of us in the room, you know, and it gets taken care of right away. Um, I've just never been I'm just like, where's the URL? I kind of crazy. I didn't always live in the country. I lived in San Francisco, for instance, on the bottom floor of a beautiful Victorian building. And we lived next to a park, so they would be playing the music and whatnot deep into the night. And you just live in cahoots with everybody that whatever they're doing, whatever community and everybody's in. I lived in the Mission, and that was amazing. Nobody cooked their own food. Everybody just went up to the variety of restaurants, and we had every kind of South American, Mexican food you ever wanted, and it was definitely cheaper. You could buy one of the cheaper meals on the menu, and you were stuffed, delicious beans and just crazy stuff you just can't do at home. I don't know. I'm not gifted with the beans like that. Um, Animals fed and tofu for he. Oh, yeah. Tofu. Tofu for me. Yeah, okay. So you know what? Everybody's fed, everybody's read, everybody's doing their thing, and we're getting ready to go in. We've kind of been teetering on it. Let me get my little if you haven't tried hibiscus, okay, I went on the Schmick and I got a big giant bag of organic, and you only need a little bitty teaspoon for a big cup, but I make a big jar of it, and it is consumed regularly. Delish. I mean, you can add some honey or you can add some stevia or something to it. It's so refreshing. Yes. In so many ways, it's good for you. All right, well, you guys, let's do it. Gonna go in. All these chakras, all these things, all these energy centers and meridians are just waiting for us to put a little bit of energy flow. Let it all go where you know it needs to go. Nature's Kool-Aid. You are not joking. If you want to dye your fabric red, this is the stuff, I'll tell you. It's wonderful. It's so pretty. Yes, and the lymph node flush. Exactly. It's very good for you. And all the red things are good for the heart and the veins and stuff. You could mix it up with, oh, who? Mr. Beet, the beets, the berries, the hibiscus. It's quite refreshing, ladies. Delectable. So delectable, as Jack Black might say. All right. Little bit of take a good deep breath. Breathe into your lungs. Deep into your lungs, down into your diaphragm. And maybe another. Feel it coming through you, through your nostrils, down into your back. Let it all relax. One more good breath. Whatever you do, however you do it, go slow. Set it up and hold it for just a second. Lean over and make sure you get all that air out. We're not beginners here. We know where we're going and what we need to do. Get your grounding cord ready. Get all your roots ready, whatever you're doing. Swoosh them together, braid them together, get yourself a strong root. Because we're going to go down and ground, of course. That's what we do right now during these times. Being a Libra, I'm often like a hot air balloon out of control. And so I have to get myself good and grounded. Get your carabiner, hook it to the bottom if you need to, and get going into that earth without resistance. Just easy, quick, poof. Quick ticket. Quick ticket to grounding. Let's get in there. Through the rocks, the boulders, the quartz, the gold, the beautiful pure waters that the gold country holds. This beautiful place beneath the dirt roads where we know where to go and what inner earth holds for us. We've got everything we need in here. Everything that you might have been worried about. Just let it go for just a few minutes. We can't change it in a few minutes if we're hanging on too tight. And ask your spirit guide, your elementals, all your guides, angels, ancestors, everyone to be with you. Loved ones that we've lost in the last few years. Things that have been unresolved where we've had so many tears. Let's just go deep within and let's just let some of that heal. Let's let ourselves heal and ask Mother Earth to hold us in these places where we didn't even know we needed to heal. Maybe it was a past life. Maybe it's this life. Maybe it's interdimensional. Maybe it's more than we want to remember. Maybe it's trauma related, drama related, chronic trauma. Let us dig deep down into the earth with that root and go for it. Let's just go ahead and let's go as if it has a light attached to it. What are you seeing when you're going down into your center of your universe and your perception of this planet, this place we all came to be here at this time. Letting my upset go that I did decide to come here during this time and some of the things that have been difficult in my life. We've all had the difficulties, and some maybe more than others. But who can compare? We're here for the light and the love and the healing that we find deep here in the earth. Let's get straight to that center. Lock it in. Yeah. Good to be back. Good to be here. Make sure we let all those worries and cares and illnesses, inflammation, things that people have diagnosed us with that don't quite make sense, but we have to take a diagnosis to play the game or take a med so that we could get to the next step where the healing and the true shift might take place, because we're using our natural world, our natural medicines and the natural healers with the gifts that the medical world can offer us together. They're not in competition. We're going to see them work together for us. That's awesome. I love that. Now, with our hearts open and full, knowing that we have the ability to help shift what's going on in our health just by bringing light and love and this grounded energy, the pure waters, the pure love, the pure connection that we feel, these beautiful crystals that are conducting energy throughout the entire world, maybe the universe. What's inside all of those planets? What's in your wallet? Hey, let's visualize that we're having lots of money flow, ease of money, ease of our ingredients for the food that we love to eat, to nourish our bodies, that we have access to food during all of these uncertain times. Let us be certain that not only is our connection to the Great Mother solid, that our connection to each other, that the connection with our hearts is consistent and pure, and that we know that that exists, and we can generate food, manifest everything that we need. May not look exactly like we want it to, just like we made it when I was a poor little mama living in a converted chicken coop with snakes and all kinds of stuff going on. You know, we make it through lean times. So let's see ourselves as abundant. Bring all that abundance, the healing, the nurturing of Mother Earth. Let her hold you like a big mama. And she says, here you go. You've been birthed into your new life. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for caring for us. Thanks for showing us the way. Thanks for giving us everything that we need so that we feel good about our lives. For anybody that's come in new, take yourself a quick trip to the center of the earth. Gather up all that you need, your minerals, your vitamins, all the nutrients, your spices, everything. Get spicy and get yourself a quick moment of restoration and rebirthing. So we're going to come up through our bodies, through our cords, and we're going to mix some of that beautiful energy in with our root chakra. Coming up through our earth chakra, up into our root chakra. And then let's get into the oranginess of our chakra. What the heck? Let's move up into it was our sacral and our solar plexus area. And let's let that unpack itself for all the hits we got, for all of the intuitions or things that we've tuned into that we might not want to know. Let's break those links with some of the things that we don't want to know, that we don't need, the energy that's too much, And let's ask that the mother and all that is come and help heal all these things that we might have stored in these areas. And let's bring it up fresh into the green of our heart. This beautiful, beautiful heart that we have, where we feel that love, or we long to feel that love. Let's just let ourselves feel it without resistance. And then move up into our throat chakras, that beautiful blue, the cool blue, and the knowing that our truth is valid. Our truth is to be spoken with love. So if anything is in your throat chakra, your heart chakra, just let all of the stuff, take what you need and leave the rest. All the things, regret, shame, blame, let it all out. Move on up to your third eye. Take a deep breath. Let's move that just a little bit. Open that awareness just a little bit today. Now that you've been good and grounded, we can allow new information, new downloads, translatable, relatable, and completely available to you. Whatever it is that you need to know, want to know, need from the higher consciousness, our universal consciousness, our metaverse consciousness, whatever you need to know for today to get through your day, allow it to be there in your subtle senses and settle into your body and into your knowing and in through your ears. Allow those knowings to come through. And now that energy just come right up into your crown chakra and practice. If you're not able to realize, to feel, what is my crown chakra? It takes a while for us to learn these things sometimes. Just open it up and allow that energy to flow and go up into your soul star chakra. And if you need to pop out and off the planet a little bit, that's good. We can go there quick. Meet your allies. Meet your friends, meet your ancestors, meet your galactic buddies, maybe your Arcturian Council of Five, whatever you've got going on. Allow everyone to come and be with you. Meet and greet. Let's have a meet and greet. If they've got something to offer you to help you get through your day, help work with your gratitude list for today. Grateful for everyone and everything that adds a blessing to our lives in a beautiful, sweet, and kind way. Let's bring that energy back down as we descend back to the earth and see our beautiful earth. Let's bring her right here between our hands. Let's get our power energy ball going. And this crystalline energy, I don't know if anyone has seen this, but they have pictures of what it looks like, how many satellites are outside circumambulating the earth, right? I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about the crystalline, natural earth energy. And we move that, move it, get that earth energy going. Get your energy going with it. Feel that power. This is real power. The power to move energy, the power to make choices and move in our lives, the power to get through our difficult situations, the power to get through the day with love, connected to spirit and those that we love in this place and throughout the universe. Why not? And as that energy ball starts to dissipate just a little bit, let's move that energy into our high heart. Our heart up to our high heart. Let's connect those two. And at this space where we're all connected, we can imagine that all of our angels are here with us. Thank you for being with us, our higher guides and angels. Let them hold us together in our circle as we do our work together. As we say our prayers for those that we love internally, people that we know that need love, for the planet, for global and peace, for our intergalactic peace, for peace when disclosure happens. Prayer for America, that we hold it together. Prayers for our veterans that we just remembered. Beautiful prayers for Kim, for Wayne, for our beautiful Kelly Bach and all that she needs, all that she needs, all that she needs. For John and Eileen, for Salama, Oxford Cat, Patricia, amazing Patricia, for Jen B, J Cat Lady, Tarot asked backwards, Leah, and all that she needs, for Gary's foot and his health, for Denise, lovely Denise, and her husband Brent, and for Derek, for Pam. Sue Toffee hasn't been in a while, but we're going to hold you close, Sue. Liz in awe. Hello there, Liz. Hello there, core medium. Welcome from Dubai. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For Barbara Berkman, for Sean, for Amanda who had surgery, for Marby, for Marit and her husband Leopold. I think they're in Finland. For Lorraine or Judith, for Raphael, for Karen. Blessings for her family. For my beautiful niece Laylee and our family. For Diana and her beautiful bees and her little cute grizzly and her continued healing. Continued. I'm going to speak Old English here in a minute, apparently. For Rachel and Rick. For Allie, for Richie. For Michael and the family. For Terry. For Paul and Lillian and Molly and their whole family and the brand new baby. What a blessing. And their engagement, of course. We need love stories. You guys have some more love stories? I'd like one. Oh, am I supposed to say that in meditation? Yes. Add in for yourself what you want to manifest, please. Ooh, big release of your spine there, Amber. That'd be great. Yes, and for your family too, for Nina, for Teresa and her mama, and anybody else that you want in there, please do add them. Make sure you bring yourself back in. It's a few minutes after 8, but you know what? I'm grateful for all of you. Thanks for coming in. Shake it up just a little bit, get moving. And we'll see you next week. But tomorrow will be our fabulous Diana at 7 with Annie Bear. Oh, she says such a beautiful meditation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll make it through. Let's see ourselves as abundant. Yeah, we're abundant. We're connected, we're abundant, and we're just a big old battery for the good stuff. All right. Thank you, Woo Woo Crew. And Sarah, thank you for being here early. And love to you here in the circle of light and love and wild adventures. So we'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.